Anthony Pace. I'm the founder and CEO of Freedom Hunters.
What inspired you to create Freedom Hunters?
It was an opportunity for me to give back to those that served. I've always been, a big proponent of the military and everything they do. And was kind of came up in a meeting with a gentleman, and it's like, why shouldn't I be giving back, and what can I do personally to help thank the servicemen and to really offer therapeutic outings.
Can you tell me a little bit about the organization?
Sure. Yeah. Freedom Hunters is a military outreach program. We take veterans and their families on outdoor adventures, mainly hunting, shooting, and fishing trips. And we do that all across the United States and some international trips as well.
Yeah, what is it about hunting and fishing that, helps mental health?
I think it's just the aspect of getting outdoors in Mother Nature, being close to the earth, close to animals, and just being out in the great outdoors, gives an opportunity for the veterans and their families to reconnect. Kind of takes them back to their roots. Most of the guys that serve, are outdoorsmen anyway. I mean, they've planned their whole lives around being outdoors and doing things and adventures and traveling the world. So, getting outdoors and reconnecting is a big help.
I talk to a lot of veterans, and for the most part, they always bring up the transition back to civilian life and the challenges facing that. How is it for your organization to be a little bit of a support system for veterans?
It's amazing. When we get a group of veterans together, a lot of times they're reserved. They don't know each other, but it kind of goes back to, really basic training and introduction into their own units. So getting them outdoors, together and reconnecting, they're able to talk through, personal issues or issues with the VA and health issues, and being able to reconnect and become a unit again is a huge aspect of our adventures.
What is it like seeing their faces when they're enjoying it?
Man, it's overwhelming. There's something about watching people's eyes light up and come out of their shells, and to see the healing take place right in front of you. All it does is, myself and my volunteers, it just pushes us on to create new adventures, to get new people involved, and hopefully, make a change in their life, bring them hope, bring them some new adventures. And there's many times where we've got people who will take them out on their first waterfowl hunt. And, by the end of the hunt, they're looking for dogs and shotguns and gear so that they can go and do that on their own. And it's really encouraging to see that happen right before your eyes.
What do you do to help your own mental health?
Being out there with the guys is a huge mental help for me. I didn't serve, so I don't have, the same experiences they had, and I haven't had the scars of war. But to know that what I'm doing and what my volunteers are doing can bring new life back into these guys, it's absolutely amazing.
What have you learned from some of these veterans that go on these trips?
So much. It's sometimes you kind of get down on yourself and hey, woe is me, and then you're there, having a good time and exposing veterans that are single, triple amputees, to even guys with no physical wounds, but the internal scars of battle. um, it does something for me. Sometimes I feel like I get more out of these outings than the veterans themselves, because it's so overwhelming emotionally.
Well, you said when we first started talking about it being a military outreach, how does it feel that, this type of activity does help, mental health and well-being?
It's great, and it's a lot of our veterans or a lot of our volunteers are veterans. Most of them have been out on adventures with us, and then they come back and want to give back to their fellow women and men that have served. So it's man, it's just so good to see what being outdoors can do to a person's mental health.
What are some of the things that motivate you?
Just watching the guys, right before your eyes change, and you get feedback from them or their families where, before they were at home sitting on the couch and just, playing video games or, sulking where, now they've realized that they really need to get out there and interact with people. And it's hard to do, especially some of the guys with severe PTSD or TBIs to interact with strangers. But I think once they get out there and they are with fellow veterans, they know they're not in the fight alone, and that's huge to know you're not in the fight alone.
Where do you want to see the organization, say, in the next 3 to 5 years?
We're continually trying to grow, and get new opportunities all over the country. We have an application program for veterans to sign up on our website, and we get anywhere between 5 to 15 new applicants a day. So it's, you can see where the need is there, and it's just a matter of connecting with landowners and outfitters and sportsmen to share their passion, to share what they have with our veterans. And there's so many people that want to do that. It's hard to find the time to make all the connections and connect all the dots, but they're out there, and we continue to work hard at it every day.
How can people reach out and learn more?
We've got a website, freedomhunters.org. We're also on, Facebook and Instagram. So really, you can reach us at any of those locations. Facebook and Instagram are mainly where we keep the picture archive and the story archive going of what we're doing. And then, the website really is just informational and ways to connect with us.